Hi, everybody. It's Tina Payne with Tina and Payne Consulting and the creator of Scrub Shop Academy. Today's video is going to discuss whether or not you should stock your inventory or drop ship. And so I get this question quite a bit, and I suggest you do both. So it really depends. It also depends, let me just say, on what your goal is. Now, if you are in the same industry that I am in, which is the medical uniform industry, then you are going to have to um, open up accounts with manufacturers. Okay. And so that's a requirement if you want to sell or resell merchandise from top brands and manufacturers that are out there. And so, in order to do that, you have to purchase merchandise or inventory. And so, that opening order, you're going to have inventory. So, you definitely want to sell that. Usually, if you hold on, there's a helicopter. Usually, if you, excuse me, usually, if you want to continue to work with that manufacturer, then you're going to have a requirement, to continue to purchase from them. But it's usually not much at all. Okay. Because generally, let's say you open up a new account with the company for $1,500 and you have to order $1,500 worth of inventory. The next time you order, you don't have to put in that same amount. You may just order one piece or six pieces. A lot of manufacturers do not have a requirement for reorders. Some of them do. So that's going to be really up to that company. But my point is that you're going to have to start out with inventory. So the next option is drop shipping. And so this is not something that manufacturers really, I'm not going to say they don't like that, but they don't really advertise or tell you that this is an option because that's not the primary business model that they want you to utilize with their merchandise, okay? Because they primarily want to work with store owners. But if you're an online store or, even if you have a storefront, you may have to drop ship items from time to time. And basically, all that means is that you don't have to have the inventory in your stock or on hand. You could log into your dashboard that you have established with the company. Because if you are a authorized retailer, they're going to provide you with login access. And you can order 24 hours a day, whatever it is that you need for your company. So there's usually an option when you're going in there to order where you can select to drop ship directly to your customer or blind ship or whatever the terminology is. And so you would select that option, put in your customer's address, and then select the items you want to send to them and then submit your order. So that sounds easy, don't it? It sounds like an awesome thing to do. Like, yay, everybody do that. Yeah. Well, there's a cost to that. So there's a cost with shipping, the company shipping it to them. And then there is a fee for drop shipping. And so some companies will charge you between $2 to $3 per order. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it really adds up, I'm telling you. And so if that is going to be your business model, just make sure that you are basically covering that on your prices. Like that amount that you are losing by drop shipping, that $3 per order, you may have to factor that into the price of your products. And so you can't go below the minimum required, but you can maybe add a little more to the price if that's something that you choose to do as a primary model. I don't really want to do that as a primary business model. It is an option. I still do it from time to time if I have to, if I run out of something, or if I need to correct a customer service issue and I need to get to them as soon as possible and I don't have it, or something like that. So if there's different reasons that you would drop ship in this business, it may not be just solely so you can drop ship, okay, with the manufacturer. And so you just have to factor that in. And then also with the shipping, when the company sends it to the customer, they choose you could choose the shipping, but sometimes the shipping prices are not the same as if you were shipping it. So it may cost more. So, you just have to kind of weigh those benefits with, whether or not it's going to still give you a profit, or if you're just doing it as a short-term fix or whatever. But that is really, drop shipping versus carrying stock when it comes to scrubs, primarily. Now, I'll just say really quickly, drop shipping outside of the scrubs business is another business model where you could do you could source items or merchandise from other distributors, maybe overseas, or in the States, and you would put it on your website as long as you felt confident enough that you were going to be able to source it from this company and you don't carry the merchandise. So you can drop ship that way too. You can add items to your store from other countries or other sources like China, or even there's places in the United States that will drop ship for you. And so that takes a little bit of research. I do talk about that in my class, my Shopify training for female entrepreneurs. And I go over how to source items, how I choose suppliers, because I do have some items on my store that are not scrubs that I drop ship. Okay, so there's two different types of drop shipping. So I just want to make sure you're not confused. You can drop ship with the scrubs manufacturers, and then you can drop ship outside of the scrubs industry altogether, meaning just other items. Okay, so I do that as well, and that's something that I cover in that new course. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely go ahead and send me a comment or an email to tina@goalsofaceomom.com. And if you have any questions about this video or comments, let me know. Okay, so I'll go ahead and wrap that up, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.